continuing on this project of the window. I did a live earlier today, and I was doing some finishing framing on this wall. So I went ahead and cut out all this metal, all this exterior metal on this. This is pole barn basically built. So I cut out all this metal, and I've already installed some flashing around the outside part of this framing. So I'm going to continue and add another layer of flashing on the inside of this opening. And if you have any questions along the way, obviously the upload of this after it's live doesn't show the questions, but I'll try to repeat the question and so that it makes more sense after the upload, after it's done being live. But if you have a question, feel free to ask, but I can't promise I'll know anything. So this is a asphalt flashing tape. The flashing on a window or door, you start at the bottom and go to the top. So then every layer is overlapping the next. So any water that does come in ends up running all the way down past the window and past the flashing, so it doesn't get into and start rotting your wood. So going ahead and doing the bottom part first here, and it's pretty easy stuff. It just has a peel back layer. Actually, I think what I'm going to do is take part of it and overlap it around the edge so it doesn't have a place for water to kind of beat up, if that would be a possibility. So once you get it going, it goes pretty good, but this corner is kind of giving me fits. All right, there we go. I got to be careful around this cut edge of the metal also, because it is very easy to catch your fingers or your hand or something. Oops. Catch your hand on that and just slice your finger really easy. All right. Now I'm starting to mess it up. Okay. So I titled this video "Installing the Window." I'm not quite that yet. Pretty much after I do this flashing, I think I'll basically be ready to go ahead and put it up and start getting it fixed in place. Okay. For the 4 people that are there, if you have a question, I have a guaranteed answer that may not be correct. I have a feeling that the 4 people, though, are, once again, family members, just like the other day. But oh well. Gives a few watch hours. All right, there we go. So I got that bottom layer. Now I kind of messed that up a little bit, cut the corner too much. Okay, got the bottom layer done. Now then you just overlap your side layer over top of that, so continues the flow of any water that does come in. So my next one, I'll just start it right here at the corner. It might be easier for me to come from the outside. And do this. And I'm actually kind of facing the camera anyways. Not that that matters, but. So, starting it down at the corner. Now I'm leaving just a little bit of overhang so it folds to the outside edge. And I'm wondering if I'm even going to have enough of this flashing tape left. Okay. There we go. All right. So now I got this little overhang left, and I'm just curling it around the edge. Pressing it in. Just trying to do my best to help any intrusion of water that may happen. Just help it to wick away and not get any wood rotten. All right. I can barely read any comments. Thank you. Is that Tasha? I think is what that says. Or from Tasha. Appreciate the kind words. Okay. Now I'm done with that side. I'll flip the camera around to show you on the other side. Okie dokie. All right. So I'm going to do the same thing as I did for the other side and just start down here at the corner, overlapping the bottom, leaving a little bit extra here to end up folding forward and around this outside edge. All right. Kind of going a little off being straight, but just kind of push it in and do your best. Then again, wrapping it around, pressing it in on the outside edge over here. Okay. And then I need, yeah, you can see that still. So just cut a little bit of extra. Push that into the corner up there and just press it out. All right, so I got one more left. I'm just gonna go across the top here. I'm probably doing a little overkill on how much I'm putting on, but I've seen what plenty of water damage can do, and I would like to avoid this. Not that it's a house or anything, but still somewhat important. Okay. Oh, I might barely have enough left on here to finish this out. All right. Well, kind of messed it up there, but you can just kind of push it in pretty hard and it flattens out. This stuff is really tacky, pretty sticky, and it just flattens out pretty easily. Let me flip the camera around to the other side. Yep, barely had enough. I'll just cut this off right there. And finish it off. All right, so now we got all the flashing done. Now it's time to try to figure out how to get the window into here. What's been hard about doing all of this is this existing metal that is here and trying to do everything around the existing metal. Obviously new construction, it would be a lot easier to access all this stuff, but see if we can get the window sort of in place. So that's inside. And I'll set this right about there and grab the window. And I'm also going to need my hammer and roofing nails, which are right over here. What few of them I have left. All right, I'll set these here. Take the window. I suppose I should make sure that if there's a top and bottom side to this. I don't know if it really, yes it does, because there's drain. So there is drain holes that are on these windows that you have to make sure. Okay, there's a drain hole. Yeah, so when you're installing the window, you got to make sure that those drain holes are on the bottom. So when rain is coming in to here, it just goes, there's a little drain hole on the outside there. So this is the outside part of the window. So I'm going to go out there and see if we can get this set in here. Let me also go ahead and add I have some wood blocks kind of pushing this existing metal out just to try to keep it out of the way. So let me add one more here. And stick it out like that. I don't know how much of a pain. The problem is that my metal edge around this whole thing is coming to this edge, and I have this little tab here that sticks out that's supposed to be nailed into the wood. So yeah, we're just gonna see what happens. Let me put these nails in my pocket. I only have a few of them left, and then I might have to get creative with some screws or something. Let's stick those in my pocket here. Also stick my hammer in my pocket there. And let's see. That should give a somewhat decent view. All right. Trying to drop in the bottom first, and then pulling out the top. Okay. Yeah, like I thought, this is going to be difficult. Okay. I might have to work it in the other way around and come in this direction because I got the overlapping pieces that I can lift out. I don't know, we'll see. The main thing that's making this so difficult is the existing metal out here. Actually, I might be able to go up in there a little bit. Okay, this is being quite stubborn. I'm probably going to have to try to push out this metal a little bit more because it's just getting in the way everywhere. I don't know. All right, so let's just let that metal fall down a little more, or the wood block that's holding it down. It's going to be hard to get out, but I'll figure that out later. And let's see. I have a wood block holding that out. Let me get another one. So what's going on is, my main issue right now is just the exterior metal on this is keeping me, it's interfering with this tab here. So it's just making it really difficult to maneuver around. So I'm using a 2x block and just sticking it up here, trying to push out the metal from the window a little bit to maybe help get it in place. So, shall we try again? Ouch. All right. So I might try to push it up past this metal and past into here to get the tab on the opposite side in and then bring it back down. I don't know. Okay. let's make a few more tweaks. This needs to move further over there. Trying to think. I also want to get gloves on. These pieces of metal, the edges of them are quite nasty. Just when I think I get one area good, the other area is not. Okay, there we go. Okay. Where do I keep catching? Well, I think this piece needs to be a little more flexible. So I think I gotta take out one more nail. And gotta find my hammer that I was doing that with, which is out here. So let me come show you what's going on out here. So this piece of metal right here is not coming out far enough for me to get the window in past it, kind of maneuver it in. So let me take out one of the nails over here. Well, now I need that wood block that I was saying would be difficult to get back out. Okay, there we go. So I'm going to try to space it out with this as best as I can. Okay. All right. Let's try one more time. I need to move that other block up. Okay. Okay, I think we're getting there. I'm also trying to be careful of this metal not marking up the plastic, but I don't know if that's gonna. Yep, I scratched it up a little bit, I think. All right, so I got that in past. Let's see if I can get this. I don't know. Let me turn the camera. This is what I'm dealing with. And also trying to get this bottom up enough to get past the metal. Oh, there we go. Ouch. All right. Finally in place. My next issue is getting my wood blocks from out behind the metal mill. Well, this one will be easy. And this one's not too bad. All right. And I got one or two more up there. I gotta get out. Actually, yeah. Okay, there we go. Well, I keep getting ahead of myself. I need that up there so I can put some nails in this window. But I'll put it in an easier to get to spot. Okay. So let's set this in. Okay, so let's set in all the way. Oh yeah, there's still another one down there. But I'll need to try to get a nail in there. So, just want to make sure that I'm sitting good. I might put one nail in and make sure this is sliding okay. Still good on battery life, and it's taken me about 30 minutes to get through this process so far, so. All right. Yeah. Now, so these are the little roofing nails I'm trying to get nailed into the tab that's sticking out. It has holes all along the outside. So let's see if we can get one started. All right. I have this feeling that didn't get completely into the 2x inside, and it kind of went under it. So let's make sure this slides all right. It may need adjustments on one side or the other, so yeah, not looking too bad. So let's see here. Oh yeah, slides pretty good. All right. Wonder if I should make sure it's level. Let me grab my 2-foot level and just sit it on the edge. We are in between the lines, but I could lift up that side a little bit. So that nail I just put in should probably come out. And since it didn't grab anyways, okay. There we go. All right. So I'm going to shim it up inside. So the next part of this, I get to open my new bag of shims here. And I'm going to bring up this side over here because it's a little bit low with the level. And slowly make progress on getting this in. So let's see what one shim will do. Actually, that's about perfect. Just the one thickness. Almost too far, but that'll work. All right, so let's see. Let me try to just lock this in place a little better. And so I just broke one in half, doubling it up, and just sticking it over here where it fits in just snug enough to help kind of lock this in place. And yeah, so we're still level, and let me just make sure this is sliding fairly good again, and there it is. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and put my nails on the tab outside. So let's walk back and forth. And that's the difficult part about using or putting a window in existing, pole barn, because again, just dealing with this metal in your way. So let's just continue. Basically all I'm going to do next is continue putting in these roofing nails around my the tab that's sticking out. You can see our metal is barely going around it, and after that I'll end up putting in the J channel part that trims this out. But other than that, there was my process on installing a window, and it took me, let's see, probably about 30 minutes on trying to get that thing in there. So see you next time.